about this? Let's make a virtual Rahul. I think is that smart enough for you?
मान गए मान गए मैं कह रहा हूँ मान गए आप.
There is this entire opportunity for creating virtual beings that actually react a lot like humans, right? When we actually jump in and see that, you've got, we design Geometry is a no-code platform to build your own virtual worlds, right? Now, when you go inside the virtual world as somebody who plays games or as somebody who comes in, there's an expectation of the NPC or, these characters that are quite real and can engage in dialogue with you. But with the power of AI, this can go to the next level, because based on how you're interacting, your particular situation, your thought process, or what you're going through at that moment, they can actually dynamically interact, which makes it so much more lifelike and believable.
It has to ultimately, at some point, it had to happen. AI was to, at end of the day, encircle the experiences that we create within the metaverses, and whether those are private metaverses which are primarily being built for companies, or the ones being built for the whole community. The whole idea of having somebody to go into the metaverse was not about just going once. It was going anytime, at any given time, for any given reason. It was not supposed to be just going there once and just coming out. Now, with the help of this AI-driven avatar, we have a 24/7 access into the environment.
The ability to scale, human capital has been a problem for ages, and I think finally now it looks like it is at least getting towards a path where it's slightly believable. The potential in that brain, Rahul, if I'd added, like, let's say, the keynote of the Apple Vision Pro from last week, I could then basically create a scenario where I could actually, the moment the keynote was over, I can feed that video, and 5 minutes and I can say, like, ask me anything about what happened in the Apple Vision Pro keynote. 5 minutes after the keynote actually ended, right? And that allows me to then query that, because, we can transcribe the video, feed that data into the brain can take all of these parts, and that changes the game altogether. A brain is something very similar to, what we already discussed in terms of just taking your existing data, PPTs, videos, PDFs, adding them to a brain. And now we are coming up with a way that brains can automatically populate geometry spaces. What that means is, let us say a company, like you mentioned, already has all of their onboarding content, and they do it, let's say a company has onboarding content as PPTs, as as maybe a few videos, maybe they have the CEO coming in, you know how it typically is, right? There's this culture video, there's a /careers webpage, URLs are a very important part of this. We take all of that content and add it into a brain. And with the click of one button, we then say generate onboarding module. And what that does is, now it leverages the power of AI to then populate this entire space. And this is something that we already have, and we will be launching very, very soon. Fundamentally, we are very different products, right? So fundamentally, Geometry is basically meant to be a product that empowers your use cases in a way that it's almost like we're under the hood, right? To access a spatial space, I have to go to Spatial, I need a Spatial account, I need to be on their app. On the other side, Geometry is something that very quietly nests into your existing processes, right? And this is a strategic call that we've taken, because we don't feel that that this is a technology that should be exclusive, that okay, let me go to this platform to get access to Immersive. We believe everything should be immersive.